This is your Fox 10 News Now update.
Hi there, everyone. Lenise Lagan here with your Fox News Now update. Good to have you with us. The cleanup and recovery continuing along the Louisiana-Texas border. Hurricane Laura leaving behind absolute devastation that will take months, possibly years to recover from. A lot of local organizations lending a helping hand. The American Legion has been taking donations. They will be headed to Louisiana on Saturday with the first load of items. And you are encouraged to continue to drop off donations, anything from water to cleaning items, clothes, non-perishable items, paper products. They actually have a list of all of the items they need along with the donation locations on their Facebook page. And as we've been reporting just days after the new school year started, Mobile County Public Schools making a rather big change. They will start phasing in-person classes starting next week. The initial plan was to wait until November, but school leaders say COVID case counts have dropped and they feel comfortable now bringing students and teachers back to school grounds. That phased-in return set to start Monday with special education students. The complete list can be found on our website, fox10tv.com, and students will actually have an option to head back following the next Mondays, ending on October 5th. The school system saying the transition's going to be seamless and students will have the same classmates and teachers. More information expected in the coming days. You can count on Fox 10 News to deliver that. In Baldwin County, Gulf Shore City schools in session, online and in person. COVID concerns, so they're taking extra precautions in traditional classrooms. Plexiglass installed in more than 50 classrooms we're learning in elementary and middle schools. This $60,000 investment makes a big difference as younger children break up into smaller groups.
Kids below second grade don't have to wear a mask. It's really not even possible, so that's really helpful there. But even in the upper grades, it's hard for a kid to keep a mask on all day, and so it's just an extra level of precaution that we think will help.
Gulf Shore City Schools saying it's not seeing the high numbers of COVID cases at its schools thanks to safety precautions, including that plexiglass, outdoor classrooms, and a reminder to text parents daily before a class starts to check their children for symptoms before leaving home.
Okay, let's look at the tropical Atlantic. A number of waves that we're tracking out there, as well as Paulette and Renee, a pair of tropical storms, and two more waves emerging off of Africa. Taking a look at what's going on with these systems. First of all, in the Gulf, a 20% probability wave is located very close to us. That's going to dive down into the southern Gulf. And the one that's actually more likely to have some impact on us is that broad area off of the Bahamas that has the 40% shading on it. We'll watch that as that could become a depression potentially in the Gulf early next week. Then we've got Paulette here, a significant tropical storm, sizable in nature but a little sheared. That could be a hurricane once it reaches Bermuda. And then taking a look at Renee, which is behind Paulette. Renee is actually a male named storm. You know, we have female names and male names, and Renee is actually a male named storm. So he is currently moving west-northwest at 12, winds at 50. Track brings it up into the upper middle Atlantic into next week. Should not affect the United States. Behind that, two waves, one a 90% chance of forming off the Cape Verde Islands. That'll gradually get better organized through the weekend. Another wave is about to come right behind that one off of Africa. And so we are tracking multiple tropical systems and multiple tropical waves out there right now. Now, I want to talk about this wave feature that is over the Bahamas. See the L on the map over the Bahamas? It crosses Florida over the weekend. This is very weak because it's going to move across the Florida Peninsula, but we think that by Monday it should be set up in the northern Gulf and it's going to drift into Louisiana the way it appears. And so at least the moisture from it's going to impact us early next week. We could see a lot of rain if it plays out, at the low stays out over the Gulf a little more and it develops some. But this is showing you through Thursday next week a very active pattern. As far as the names, the tropical systems, we've made it through Paulette and Renee. Those are active now. Likely we're going to have a Sally and probably a Teddy out there by the first part of next week in addition to this, and we're going to run out of names and we'll go to the Greek alphabet. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon on through the list as we get into what will be a very active finish, what we believe, to the 2020 tropical season. Today hitting 93 at Brookley Field, 91 in Pensacola. Hot weather, not a lot of rain, but there are some showers trying to push in from the east, and this is showing up about like we expected on the Futurecast. The rain should breaking out across the panhandle as we get into the dinner time hour tonight. Tomorrow, more scattered showers get going, and then a good chance of rain develops for the weekend with those tropical features starting to get closer to us. That one coming across Florida, and they add in a front on Monday and into Tuesday. It's a recipe for some wet weather. So look for a soggy pattern. Temperatures stay muggy at night. Daytime highs will begin to scale back into the 80s with higher rain chances as we head into next week. Thanks for joining us here on Fox 10.
Stay tuned to Fox 10 News throughout the day for the latest updates. This has been your Fox 10 News Now update.